Hi there, welcome to this week's angel reading video with Rachel Scoltock, and I'm going to pull you a couple of cards from the Archangel Oracle card deck today. And today's Monday the 5th of February, so this reading is for the whole week ahead and whenever you pick it up, right? Because everything happens for a reason. If you happen to pick this up and it's not February, then it doesn't matter. It's meant to be for you. I've recorded this about 70 billion times today, so I'm hopefully we'll get this one right. Okay, so even though I have pre-recorded it before, I'm going to pull the cards live and randomly so that you get an authentic experience. But I wanted to start by answering a few questions I've been getting via Instagram and Facebook. So today I have written a blog talking all about how to tell between the difference between real guidance and your ego's guidance. So you know those times when you get a bit confused, you're like, is that a sign or is it just me making something up? Is this guidance or is this my thoughts? So the angels are telling me to do this or not? It's all going to be set out for you in this blog, and you can get that blog by tuning in to my website. Go onto my website, sign up for the newsletter. You'll get 2 free angel meditations, but you'll also receive my inspirational newsletter every Monday, and you'll get this video direct into your inbox so that you won't miss it. I'll also advertise it on Instagram and Facebook, and it will be up on my website later tonight. So I'll let you know when that's up there. So lots of people are asking me, how can I tell the difference between bad guidance and good guidance? And also, how can I tune into my angels? Why can't I hear my angels? What's the difference? You know, why is it that I can't hear them and you can? So one thing I want to say to you is that angels are not an app. They're not Google. And I think that in this day and age, we've gotten so trained into receiving instant gratification, right? You know, we can Google something and get an answer within like seconds. That's not how angelic guidance happens. Because we need to use our psychic senses, our intuitive, sensitive senses to tune into the angels, we have to be mindful, present, aware, conscious of our body and the energy around our body, in order to really tune into our angels and to receive our guidance. We need to have a bit of space in our day. And there needs to be moments when we're not attached to technology. We're not talking to a friend or thinking about the past, you know, worrying about the future. That space that we create through, whether it's an actual meditation where you're sitting on a cushion, you know, and chanting or just receiving the light, or you go out for a long walk in nature without your phone, or you spend a few moments doing some deep breathing and talking to your angels. You also have to remember to listen, and that's what it's all about. When we receive angel guidance, you have to be receptive to it. Quite often people will ask in a hurry and wonder why that they haven't got the answer. One of the ways that you can tell the difference between true guidance, which comes from your angels, and that guidance will match your soul's intuitive guidance, as well as the guidance that comes direct from the divine. Angels, the divine, and your soul, they're all on the same frequency. And your ego's guidance, which is your small self, your lower self, your fear-based self, or maybe lower energies that are trying to give you guidance. The main difference is positive and negative. So if the guidance feels uplifting, it fits for what you've asked for, it makes sense for your life and your personality and your likes, your dislikes, and your intentions, and it's consistent, repetitive, it keeps coming over and over and over again, and it's peaceful. Yes, angelic guidance can make you feel nervous because it's the anxiety of moving out of your comfort zone. So you might be asked to do something different, because whenever we're praying for change, right, we can't expect everything to stay the same. We've got to let go of something so that the new can come in. So we call in the angels, we breathe, and then we ask for our guidance. And that guidance might tell us, you know, it's time for you to move on from that job that you're in at the moment, or it's time for you to launch a new project in your business. And that might give you butterflies, but it won't make you feel dread. It won't make you feel fear. And it will never guide you in a way that would be unhealthy for you, harm you, or another person. When we go out of our comfort zone, sometimes It might mean you've got to say goodbye to something or somebody, and that something or somebody might get temporarily upset about that, but that's not hurting them. Because if it's for your highest good, eventually it's for their highest good too. And whenever we go through challenges and loss, we do grow. I'm talking about the kind of harm that is mean or cruel or unhealthy, toxic. So angels will never guide you in a negative way or to do something negative for yourself or another person. Your ego's guidance, however, is often not consistent. One day you'll wake up and you'll think, oh, I'm going to go for that job. The next day you'll wake up and you'll think, oh, no, I'm going to do this. You know, it will change every day. And we've all gone through times like that. The ego is always trying to fix things. So it goes for quick fixes, get rich quick schemes, you know, getting this done quickly. How can I run away from this problem? Whereas true guidance will gently guide you forward, one step at a time, in a way that makes sense and won't sabotage things in your life. The ego's guidance also will come with a sense of fear sometimes, because your ego's always, you know, it's there to protect us in a way. So the ego will sometimes show us worst case scenarios in a way of going, you know, I'm trying to keep you safe. But that's not guidance. That's just your fears bringing up something negative that you're afraid of. And I think, you know, the peace is absent when you get guided. So you get confused, you get befuddled, you feel rushed, you feel pressured. So remember the words peace, positive, and consistent. And those are the ways that you can tell. And often it's clear. It's clear, it bypasses the brain and all of its gymnastics and its analysing. And it will be really sort of, aha, I know, I've got an inner knowing. Because isn't it true that when we've gone through something, we've ignored our guidance, when we look back, we can say, oh, I kind of had a feeling that was going to work out that way. Because deep down inside of us, we had an inner knowing. But for whatever reason, fear or all sorts of reasons, we override that. And so getting clearer means getting braver about listening to your intuition and following through, even if it makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable, if it makes you feel like, you know, you've got to take a bit longer on your journey or whatever. So calling on the angels is a little bit, like I said, about, it's not like Google. We have to really consciously call in the angels, be fully present, and our guidance and our angels live in the present moment. They don't live in the past and they don't live in the future. Angel guidance comes one step at a time, because it's always what you can do now and here, not what you can do down the track when it all works out. So you have to be present, and often we're not present, are we? We're on our phones, we're thinking about the to-do list, we're thinking about the next thing that's coming, we're worrying about the future, or we're ruminating over the past, we're going over old scenarios. So those things keep us from being present, and that makes our angels' job a lot more difficult, because they've got to somehow come into that and find a moment where they can drop that guidance in for you. So we're a team with our angels. We have to work with them. It's not like they're our genies and we have, you know, or Google, that we have to just demand an answer from them. That's not the way it works. And I think when we give it respect and treat it as something sacred and recognize ourselves and our bodies and our emotions as a channel for that guidance, and honoring with gratitude the things that come into our lives, like feathers, you know, not just like, oh, feather, you know, what, so what, really honoring those things, then our relationship with our angels and our clarity gets a lot better. So I'm going to do a simple invocation for you to the Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is a great angel to do your training for tuning into angels with, because his energy is so big, hot, get really warm when Archangel Michael's around, and he's quite direct and forceful and quite loud. His energy is a bright electric blue and purple, so sometimes you will sort of see flashes of those colours around you. But more often than not, we feel him before we see him. So don't put pressure on yourself, because your angels will come into your life. You'll start to have a stronger knowing of their presence, and you might even see them. But when you get demanding and entitled, you block yourself. So it's sort of go easy, go gentle, and just honour every step as it goes. So I'm going to call in Archangel Michael, And know that you can do this too, and that you also have guardian angels you can call on as well, who have gentler energy but also are there for you for everything. So let's get started. Archangel Michael, I ask for your presence with me, and I know that you can be with everybody else at the same time. To whomever is calling you, I ask that you step close to our energy and our bodies, and let us know through our feelings, our thoughts, our inner knowing, through our bodies, and through our inner seeing, that you are there with us. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for your presence, for your protection, your healing, and your guidance. Thank you for detaching us from that which does not serve us. Thank you for clearing us of cords and fear. Thank you for clearing our energies so that we can easily feel, see, hear, and know you and our guardian angels. Thank you for helping us to understand and our guidance, and also for having the courage to follow our guidance. Please give us a sign in the next 48 hours. And now I want you, the watcher, to have your own conversation with Archangel Michael. Ask for a sign, ask for him to show you and let you know that he is close. And remember to breathe. Whenever we block, our breath, we hold our breath, we're blocking. We're blocking our angels, we're blocking our spirit, we're blocking our mindfulness. And as you do that, with your eyes closed, just tune into the energy around you and just check in with your body, your shoulders, your stomach, your back, your head. And I'm asking Archangel Michael to help me to pull a couple of cards for you. So let's see what the angels come up with for you today. Thank you, Archangel Michael. I feel very supported from that, calling him in just then. I love these cards. Okay, oh, wow. All right. So the first card we've got, I'm pretty sure we had this one last week, is overcoming difficulties. Now, this is interesting. Archangel Jeremiah showed up this morning earlier, and he's the angel that helps us to find a new direction. It's almost like you're at a crossroads and you're trying to figure out which is the best path forward, and how do I go forward considering what has happened in the past. So he pretty much clears us of those lower energies that keep us stuck in the past, the memories, the guilt, the regrets. He helps us to gain wisdom from those and then to move forward. In this card, he's saying, it's behind you, dear one. It's behind you. And the worst has happened. You know all that you need to know about this situation. You don't need to look any deeper at it. And you definitely don't need to struggle with it. So Archangel Jeremiah brings you advice to help you to understand yourself and your situation. And most importantly, step forward. Step into your present moment, and then you'll be more clearly see the path ahead for you. You have to remember who you really are and what you're really connected to. You're connected to infinite knowledge and wisdom. You're connected to angels and to God. You have this light available to you, which will guide you every step of the way. You are not limited. You're not a victim. You're not powerless. There are infinite possibilities and infinite opportunities. And so anytime that you say to yourself, I'm stuck, I can't, I don't know how to do this, are the times when you are sort of closing down on all of those possibilities. So they're all there and available for you. The second card is courage. This is Archangel Ariel. She's saying have courage and confidence in yourself. You can call on Michael and Ariel, Archangels Michael and Ariel, to help you to have courage and confidence, not only to follow your guidance, but to take the steps forward in your life and to stand up for yourself when you need to stand up for yourself. I'm hearing the word compassion, she says, and that's the final card, is compassion. Having compassion for yourself, recognizing your sensitivity at this time, and also knowing that as you honor your sensitivity, you have to honor the sensitivity of others. Be careful with your words. Be impeccable with your words. Be careful of sarcasm, of jokes that might be derogatory on yourself or your loved ones. Be careful of swearing or putting people down behind their back, gossiping. I'm really hearing that the more compassionate you are in your world, and especially with your words and your thoughts, the better everything is going to work out for you. It's like you create more light around you and you create light for others. The other thing that's coming through for you from Archangel Michael is to be appreciative of the things that you have been given in your life, but also verbally appreciative to other people, letting people know that you're grateful for their presence. If they do something small for you, that you're grateful. Just being really, appreciation and compassion are coming up. People are quite touchy at the moment. There's lots of feelings of oversensitivity and taking things the wrong way. It's just the energy that's around. So honor that in yourself, but also just honor it in other people. And you can even say to people, you must be feeling a bit sensitive and there's no need to, or something like that. Just sort of, when you acknowledge feelings in people, they tend to calm down. Now I'm laughing because Bear he's just run out the back and got his squeaky toy, and now he's playing with it in the background. So he's also reminding us to have fun. So this is your reading this week. You're overcoming difficulties, leave the past behind, have courage and confidence, stand up for your beliefs and who you are, and remember who you are and what you're connected to. You're not alone. And compassion. Have compassion for yourself and your sensitivities, but also compassion for other people. That's the big one this week. So I'm sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. Angel blessings. Thank you for being with me through this and for watching and listening. And love from Bear as well, who's ready for a big play. And I will see you next week. Don't forget that Angels at Uluru is still on sale if you want to join us out there for a sacred, beautiful time with the angels to raise your vibration and connect with nature and to release the past. Then just get in touch. See you next week.